Okay, I have decided to do something interesting. I have my On the Edge Tim Holtz Alterations Sizzix Steampunk cutting die. I am going to find my silver tape. You can cut this just like this, run it through your cutting die, and it will work, but I don't like it that way. It's too unstable. So I'm going to get a scrap piece of my gray. That is long enough. Okay, I'm going to get a scrap piece of my black. That is long enough. And I need it to be this long, which is 6 1/4 inches. So I will cut this at 6 1/4. I'm just going to lay a strip of tape as straight as I possibly can on this paper. I start it by peeling a corner. Now I don't take off all the backing. I just get it started. There we go. Don't worry about any wrinkles or stuff when you put it through your Big Shot or whatever you have for a die cutting machine. It will flatten it out. Okay. You know, I hear a lot about people being concerned with their plates work. Well, mine do too, but when I store them away, I just put them underneath the big mat and they're flat again. Do want to make sure this is straight, so I'm going to trim this. And I'm going to give it just a little bit below where it's going to cut, but not much. And you know, play with this, do it how you like it to look best. we are, a shiny set of gears. Now I don't want this shiny, so I'm going to take some alcohol ink and see what I can do about aging this a little bit. Told you we were going to do something cool. Glass mat. Now I have several sizes, so I just roll them up and keep them in an old toilet paper tube, and it seems to work just fine. I have made my own alcohol inks. You know, with the methods as described on various YouTubes. They're okay, but honest to God, they're not as good as the ones, the Adirondack by Tim Holtz. It's, they have their formula right. I did make my own daubers. They are just, I think these are 1/2-inch dowels, and you find these felt pads already pre-cut in the notions department of the craft store, or your Walmart, you know, anywhere that sells sewing supplies. They're already round, they have glue on the back. Done. So I am going to I hope this is not too old. Look at that, bronzing it right up. And it won't take very long to dry. Alcohol evaporates fast. Okay. Let that dry. All the way out to the edge because I want to cut this off there. Okay, very nice. see, this will go here. And I am going to glue down the bottom edge and just a little way up the round so I can tuck some little tags in here. I always use wet glue when I can. It gives a firmer stick, and it doesn't leave anything for tags or anything I'm going to put in there to stick to, so everything will come out easily. I may do this again and use the gear sprockets as corner pockets to tug tags and journaling spots in. So let's do that again. You probably don't need to watch me do that again, and I will show you what it looks like when I'm done. Be back in a minute. You know, I didn't tell you what color of alcohol ink I was using the last time I did this, and it is the caramel. There we go. Simple as that. Okay, here's what I've got done so far. These are little corner pockets that I'll slide tags into. And those I created using the same technique, but I used my gadget gears, and I used the two smaller ones. You're gonna just put the foil on black paper and cut it out and daubed it with alcohol ink. I used caramel and I used latte. I used latte on the smaller ones and caramel on these. Okay, I still haven't decided yet if I'm still thinking maybe a pocket watch in each corner, done with black embossing powder, but I don't know yet. Here's the start of my next set of pages. And these don't feel like gears. These feel more like pocket watch stuff. So I'm going to pull out what I've got, and these may just end up being just embossed with the watch and let go at that. Now this next set, sort of has the gentleman feel to it. Pretty sure I'm going to do the 3 buttons down here. This make it look like a coat sleeve. I may do it again here. I may do an interesting mat here that maybe this will end up looking like, the mat will look like a shirt sleeve. Oh boy, this one's going to require some thought. Got this space here to work with. This. Let's see. I start with sort of a plan, but nothing is ever planned out. I'm more of a make it up as you go along kind of girl. So all of these still require some thought. Let me work on finishing these. I'm pretty sure I'm going to do the pocket watch embossed on there because I think it is a neat element to be able to easily carry out through the whole book. So let me get, here's the finished book. I don't remember how far I was before I turned off the video last. It's been a couple of days since I've been up here. I've added little memory sticks along with just normal tags throughout. It's another memory stick. As you recall, the tags in between the pages. So when these are open, they all really, graphic 45 papers are just so easy to make everything coordinate. Of course, these are little photo mats in here. The sizes grow as they go up the page. When we put this together, nothing's glued at the bottom until you get down to here. These are just stamps I had on hand, and I embossed. I stamped it with my Versamark, and then just embossed with fine black embossing powder. So I didn't make it too fussy. It is for, intended for a man. This is a circle that I punched out, folded over about a third of the way from the bottom, and then just glued it onto the paper and under the paper, so it's not really bulky here. But I got a little glue here, and along the bottom, so it makes a nice secure pouch. And then I added 2 of the stamps from the paper. And it's simple, but it's finished. I think it turned out really, really great. Mats in the back. These metal corners on front and back. You gotta have this thing finished. If you do it just on the front, to my mind, it's not quite done. Alright, Mr. Bear, how did you do that? Alright. I did do the insert book. It's too much. It won't fit inside the front pockets. It's just too big. So I'm gonna just have it as a little extra. You can see I used the Sizzix Bigz die, the old clock. Again, stamping and embossing. And all I did was the little bit of stamping on each page, and that makes a nice little photo journal there. I decided I was going to make a coordinating gift tag. This is all from the pack of pattern paper. I embossed this with one of the Tim Holtz embossing folders that has the gears and everything all over it. This is actually 3 pieces, this tag. So I didn't have anything long enough to make a full-length one, and there wasn't anything included in the papers. So I just made a tag and split it apart. You can see I layered it on black paper, and I just did that by cutting 2 pieces and just pulling it down a little bit. These are tickets punched with the Sizzix ticket die. It's one of the long ones, the 12-inch dies. 3 black Mylar buttons to look like buttons. Flatback key from Michaels and their Recollections, and gears, and they actually turn. And I don't know if they're Recollections or if they're somebody else's, but I like them. The back I left plain so the giver can write anything on it they like. This is probably a Recollections piece. Michaels is really good about copying things that are popular and selling them for a lot less than you can get elsewhere. That is it. You guys have a great day, and I will be back with another project, I hope soon. Here's another emery stick. And of course, the mat here. More photo mats. These are all the same size. As you can see, while it's decorated, it's not girled up, as my husband would say. horizontal pockets here. There's plenty of room for photos, journaling, whatever you want. You know, as with all Graphic 45 papers, they make it incredibly easy for everything to work together. Again, these are all the same size.